Alrighty. Hang on. Home. Live. Wait, did my thing not go live? Hang on. No, it's saying it's live. Okay. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Home. Me. That's not right. There we go. Now it's working. Alrighty, guys. And welcome back to Rogue Trader. Today we are going to continue on with our restart because, you know, all that weird stuff was happening with my other save. So it's just better to do it this way. Unfortunately. So I'm back. I'm gonna be ready for the for everything. Let's go ahead and save. Perfect. Bring that down, please. Share Discord. Alright. And while we're doing that, I'll hop back in here. So we are going to be checking out the okay. We're going to continue on from where we left off. So let's see. The enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. The massive doors are made of heavy metal and look impregnable. I mean, nobody wants pregnant doors. Although apparently they're very okay with pregnant pauses. Nobody knows why. No, Aquila. I thought there was a...
Let us walk this path to the end.
Yes. Ah, yes, cogitators. Yeah, see, this is the warrant of trade. This is the thing that that guy was trying to steal. I don't think he understood what it was, because most people never get to see him. But yet again, just... it's an entire printing press. Like, I don't know why that's a thing, but it is, and it's impressive. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade, and bestow upon them, I gotta wait for a moment. Because now I have to see it pop up on my... To triumph over the nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads, bestow upon them their dynasty and great mission. Okay.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Yeah, see, voice acted for that, but not like other people in the game. Alright. Hold the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. Okay. The Vox Skull. The servo skull's creaking gradually turns into comprehensible words. Creaking? Really? That's what you want to use there. Okay. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me? Okay.
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Alright. Are you the Warrant Sentinel? I mean, it kind of just told us, yes. Okay. I need to contact somebody, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Alright. Yep. In place of the mechanical screeching, the servo skull Vox projects the voice of Theodora von Valancius, distorted and written with static, yet still recognizable beyond a doubt. Voxmaster, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon. I am utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Alright, the servo skull goes silent and its relays clicking seconds after second passes, and you realize the servo skull will not answer you. Lead me away from
Middle
here.
and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Alright. Alright. Yeah, this is just telling me how quests and stuff work. So now I am to follow this thing and make sure that the warrant chamber gets...
Know your duty.
Alright. Of your Lord Captain, whose house each of you swore to serve till your last breath, may your soul never lose the fervor
Master.
and ire that
Whatever are you doing in the
bolster
right?
your hatred for the enemies of the Imperial.
How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Conrad is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
Yep. He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Oh, how prim and proper of you. Yep. Conrad openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny. Alright.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
I wouldn't want to do that anyways. My character's a general.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He gave me a full las gun? Nice. So he gives you new equipment based off of what your class is then. Oh, that does not look nearly as cool as my old clothing. Oh, I can't use that, so here you go, Conrad. You take 2 of those. But yes, I know, I just did that.
I am at your service.
Go ahead and heal me.
This wound will make a fine. That is a noticeable
Yep.
improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Cool.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Yeah. Also, sorry that nothing's lined up, guys. It's, my cat decides that while I'm gaming, she wants cuddles. And one of the main things she wants to cuddle with is my computer screen.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Okay. The Navigator's Sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Yeah, I could have asked some questions that you guys saw me ask last time, so... Yeah, and see, they had a voice actor for the Vox Skull, and yet... To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who ye have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved.
Sounds good. End dialogue.
My soul
What?
is ablaze with righteous fury.
Okay. Get him up there. And I'm actually good where I am, so... Yes, I know. So let's see...
The Emperor commands.
So see, this is really good to do because... Is that gonna hit every of those guys? Where am I gonna hit the most? I think I can catch 2 at most. Looks like. Okay.
I will not be deterred.
Nice.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay. Yes, I know about that. Okay, so let's see.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
Nice.
Victory is in one fewer target.
Alright.
It will be done.
Nice. I love the whole negate the armor type thing that he can do. Look at these guys lining up for me. Oh, man, I can't actually target that guy. He's too close. Oh, do I have to move? Ah, damn it.
Pain of this mortal flesh means nothing.
I mean... Oh, this says it's gonna go right through him.
And so it
Ah, I missed that guy, darn.
The Emperor, another step towards our ultimate victory.
Nice. Oh, right, it's because I have never stopped shooting.
I will do
Okay,
my
that
best. You-
ability is paying for itself already. You missed. Get into range. Fire.
And so your corrupt way has failed you.
Nice. Ooh, let's go ahead and give... Let's grab 2 swords, just in case. And the rest of these can go... Okay. I love that it designates anything that you already put into cargo as actual cargo.
The Divine watches over us.
Indeed. Alright. I also love that... So, this is one of the best things about LCAT games. Everything you equip to your character shows up on your character. You equip them a new hat, the hat shows up. You equip them a new chest plate, the chest plate shows up. There are so many games like this that don't do that. Though I don't know if the... Yeah, the medic bag shows up even. See? You can take this off. Gone. Moment one gets on there, he's got him. Like, so many games ignore that little feature. And that is, like, the one thing you really want. Okay. Oh, wait. Why am I on Bounty Hunter? There we go. Ooh, demolitions or awareness. I think I want awareness at first, because that's going to be my, to hit chance. And you, my good fellow, you get, I think athletics is a good one. Oh, wait, carouse, because that allows him to ignore, negative, stuff. Basically, it lets him shrug off, like, demonic effects and all
Let
that.
the faith guide my path to glory.
To the Navigator's Sanctum. Yep, I can go anywhere I want on my ship.
The Navigator's Sanctum is directly along the passageway. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
Yeah, see... Random stuff like that will be voice acted, but they couldn't get somebody to voice act the entire game.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Yep.
Master, watch your head.
Dodge roll.
Dearer, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That...
Oh. I skipped.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
That was too close. That's what he was going to say.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valencius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
Cool. Alright, the entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud.
Yeah.
And you are von Valencius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Cool. Oh, You hear the few clicks from the relays on the servo skull, which has followed you all the way here, and Theodora's scrambled words to give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you. Officer's frequency, to all who can hear me. Those with weapons in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrad. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
You can see these things going through the stuff on the walls. That's kind of funny.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Alright. How do you know who I am?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
Cool. Continue. The seer's words bring back a wave of memories of the bitter, humiliating moments of your greatest shame. Something sour rushes to your tongue, and your head is clouded with a sickening sense of your own worthlessness. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
Not the Master Cog. Alright, continue.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Yep, we must see if the Navigator is well.
Oh, no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Yep. Alright, let's continue.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Yep. Sounds good. Yeah, so I'm guessing this guy was going to replace him. Oh, wait.
Did I mention that my whispers tell you jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood.
We shall bring I am but a faithful herald of the righteous wrath.
Okay. Darn it, Idara, you were too far back. Abelard, you are going right here, my man. And shoot, I was too far back too. That's okay. Start the battle. Ooh, Idara is first. Let's move you up to here. And then have you chain lightning these guys.
Was it you? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Ouch. Oh, she hurt herself too. That's good to know.
Anything else?
And you get dodge. Okay, so this guy's next. Ow! Hologram. I know about the hologram. Okay, let's get regimental tactics up, because that gives them all a bonus. Can I hit both of the... Oh, I can hit both of y'all. Darn it.
Rejoice in service.
I want to kill at least one of them.
I will not be deterred.
Ah, shoot. I missed. Okay. So I can rush over this way, but this guy's more dangerous.
Follow my lead.
Okay, don't know why that cut out like that.
At your beck and call. It will be done. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Ooh, I could rush over, though.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Nice. Okay. Alright, Idara. Can you see this guy? You cannot, which means you go over
There's
here.
Movement in the Empyrean.
Be gone.
Oh, good. She didn't break the thing this time. Give you dodge again. That's not good.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Nice.
It will be done.
Nice. Alright. Vespiatus. This must be... Yeah, our engine seat. Ooh, look at that arm. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on his cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, two ordinary eyes as well as the third one and the sits in the center of the forehead. See what I mean by it's so weird? What they have what they have voice acted and what they have not voice acted. Like, it's just weird, because right before that, we had a full conversation with both of these guys, the girl and the dude, and it was all voice acted. This, however, isn't for some reason. Abelard. I believe Master Vespiatus still lives. Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance at leaving this place alive. Address the navigator. Hey, are you alive? The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Okay, our time is short to do what? Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat. Then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuouses. That should be seizures. I mean, honestly, make it a little bit easier to read. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. Idara shrieks in terror. It came from beyond. His body is not his. Idara's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to paroxysms of corruption. Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling. But then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle to a stream mixed with blood coming out of his nose, and there is purplish swelling around the eye. Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. Fly, you fools! Fly! The words come out of the Vox as a labeled rattle. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman help. Okay. Address Abelard. The Navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now? Every now and again I get that twinge of hope that this will be voice act. I got you. Hopping up on my counter again, aren't you, little girl? Here. You're hearing my voice and you want to come and say hi. Alright. The Seneschal gazes at the figure in the chair. The ship can only begin translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman. If he is still alive, it is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier. Okay, Idara reaches her hand out towards the Navigator, but pulls it back at the last moment. Vespiades, good luck and thank you. The Navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the Vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Okay, the Navigator appears dead. Only the slight movement of his chest and the twitching of his eyelids lets you know that he is still alive. Or, let you know that he is still clinging to life. There we go.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
I shall loot the bodies. Why? Because... Yes, I know. Alternative weapons. In combat, a character may need to use different kinds of weapons, which can be prepared in advance. Yeah. Okay. Let's head out. So I don't think I can actually grab this guy's stuff. There's nothing down this way. Okay. I was looking for extra rooms. Jeez. The camera angles on this thing is...
Let us walk this path to the end.
Alright. Piece of pipe left a noticeable dent in the floor. Now, in case you're wondering why they dropped the pipe, it was to teach you how to interpret what she says. Oh, are you meowing into the microphone? Are you meowing into the microphone? Are you saying hi to all the people? Coco says hi. Coco being that cat that you saw me with before. I picked her up. Oh, right, I have to choose. Coco, what you doing? What you doing? Meow. Poke. Poke, 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 poke. Yeah, you're definitely back in heat, aren't you? Come here, you. No, careful. Careful. Hi. Hey, baby girl. Are you behaving? Are you behaving? Are you behaving? Are you behaving? Oh. Ah, that's my good girl. Here. You should stay on my lap. No, stay on my lap. Yeah, at least for a little bit. I love their elevators.
Your ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Well, he had a
I
blast.
shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light. My Emperor.
Yeah. Sisters of Battle are actually kind of cool. Okay, Argenta, the white-haired warrior, turns to face you. Her dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivers in her hand. For a brief moment, it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Alright.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
I am Nihilus Tertiarius von Valencius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces.
You behave.
But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Continue.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I am no traitor, sister, you can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
Yep.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Lower Imperium succeeded. What is a warrior of the Adepta Sororitas doing aboard the rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Yeah, fair enough.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Alright. What is happening on the officer's deck?
Massacre, my lord. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lord, be on your guard.
Alright. We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Ah. Gotcha. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry, like I said, I got a little Coco asking for attention. All the while I'm trying to game.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Alright, sounds fair enough. Continue.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
End dialogue. Okay, let's grab loot. Yeah. Who's a good kitty? Oh, another, Ooh, it's a well-maintained las gun. Okay. Cool. That's actually a good find, because that upgrades my, rifle. Doesn't change its looks, though. I wish there was a button.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Is there a button for... There is a formation button. Okay. Wow, he is like super far away. Switch me out with this guy. Move you back. She has to be close. She should actually be the furthest one away for right now. Okay. Oh, I didn't grab her. Okay. Let's... Okay, there she is. Open the door! Alright. Okay. So, we need to initiate combat.
The Emperor protects. Rejoice in service.
Don't you dare to cross us!
I missed. Fun. Okay. So let's see her. She should actually go right there.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Wait, what? Okay, I get it now.
Strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yep. Come on. There it is.
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Why would you miss that much? Oh well. Alright, Abelard. Move. No, actually move here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Rush up. Nice. Now he can only target one, so... Oh, they all get to go before I do.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Oh, cool. So Dara's next.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Shoot, she'll hit Abelard.
Will do.
There we go. Of course.
But of course.
Give him some dodge.
Was that you? Or
Yes, that was me. Good thing most of these guys are cutthroats. Nice. I'm too far for him. Well, that was... yeah. Okay. I know about full and partial cover already. Thank you very much. Let's see. Gunnies are over here, so... Alright.
And so it shall be done.
Yeah, I guess that works.
Another
Who even taught you to fight like this?
Victory.
Oh, I must have accidentally hit him.
Rejoice in service.
Or... I can take that guy out,
I
so...
will not be deterred.
Dang it. Unless I miss. Oh, it's your turn again. You need to actually kick out this guy.
Deeds is worthless.
Or you could just miss.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, so this guy moves close.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
That's right, because you get a cleave on these guys. Nice.
It will be done.
Alright. Did you not actually hit... You didn't hit them. You missed.
Anything else? Farewell.
Nice. Oh, this guy's still... So, 1, 2, 3.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Okay. Gonna move up to here. Nice. Let's see, I got 11 stacks. Never stopped shooting, but it didn't kick off this time. Go ahead and hit this guy.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nice. Abelard, please show this guy how to split. After all, he's not welcome here. It's not worth it. Okay.
Cover me!
Not close enough. Nice. So you can probably... Can you not hit that guy? Fine. Wait. Okay.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps. Rejoice in service. Your corrupt way has failed you.
I mean,
The Emperor commands.
that's still pretty awesome. Aw, you missed. The sad part is it says that I could still technically do it because I still got one of these, but guess not. Argentina. Or Argenta.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act.
He's just too far away. Let's go ahead and reload. Abelard, if you will.
My place is at the fore.
Nice. He was made like a banana and split. Okay. An exact replica of the von Valencia void ship sits on the pedestal. Labels indicate the main compartments and decks of the vessel. Ooh. Are these any good? Not really. They're only good if your character has the, ballistic skill. Heretic Assailant, Heretic Assailant. Okay, looks like we got everything.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Actually, what is my ballistics? 45? Reflects the character's accuracy with all form of ranged weapons. Okay. So, las guns included. Okay. 6 through 8, 6 through 8. My pistol is slightly better than my, or is just as good as my rifle. Range 10, range 5. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to see if Idara has a ranged weapon on her. She has the last pistol. Okay. An auto pistol. Not a bolter. Interesting. Let's see. I think Abelard should have a pistol on him. That is a rifle. Okay. Where's his chainsword? I could give him an axe, but actually I'll put a rifle in his second slot. There we go. Range 8, ammo 24, single shot, two-handed, solid projectile. Okay. Alright, let's see. Tech use 80.
The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
Ah,
A
yes.
melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
Yep. Alright. Goods. Goods and services. Alright. What's that? Electrified shardnet. Xeno artifacts cargo. Okay.
Know your duty.
Okay, the cogitator is silent. It seems that its machine spirit is no longer being powered by the motive force. I.e., it's no longer connected to electricity. Open the door. Logic. Logic 100%.
The duty prevails.
Nice. Alrighty, so first goods. Plastic crystal cores. That's a new one. Multi-charges and operator's glove. +3 bonus to tech use. Give that. Alright. Ooh, look. Things. Set of econs? Holy gifts cargo. Holy gifts. Cargo for storing loot that is not valuable enough for a mighty rogue trader. Drag pieces of loot. Huh. Oh, I get it. You give this to the, like, when you have, because you get different contacts that you sell your treasure to get, like, stuff. To get, better, relationships with them. Which gets you free stuff. Or gets you your items and all that. So, for, priest, for armors, for ship components. Ooh. Augmented fishing core. And salvaged omniprocessor. See, fuel and weapons. Melee weapons. Which means we have the ballistics and the miscellaneous. Cool. Oh, goods. That would be miscellaneous. And this stuff. See, I have yet to figure out what to do with this. It's a machine right set. Which means once I get my tech priest, he should be able to use it. I still love the concept of a tech priest. Titles and authors are printed in gold on the spines of the books. So the library contains works on Imperium theology, law codices, biographical sketches, and the chronicles of the greatest military conflicts of the Coronis Expanse. And the Calixus sector. There we go.
The divine watches over us.
The cozy seating area is completely destroyed. Pieces of furniture and splinters are scattered everywhere. And dark stains covered the floor and upholstery. Alright, let's set up the multi-charge. Thank you, Argenta.
I better myself through my service.
Nice. Alright, by the right of blood. And now we get to level, which is always nice. Soldier. Wait, what? One ranks unavailable. Click to preview. Revel in slaughter to summary. Do I not get a say, or what's going on here? Apply. Okay. Oh, I guess they're just getting some of their primary stuff. So she and I both get this Revel in Slaughter. And basically, it immediately removes my winded effect so I can use my running gun. And until the end of combats, I get +10 to my ballistic skill, which is good. And bonus to killing. It only pops up, though, after I've killed 3 people.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
What is this? Did they shoot us with something? I can't see a thing. I didn't read the last one. The roar of the flames rings in your ear, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat. Wiping your face, a moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valancius. Oh, hi whoever just popped into chat. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, and the other is raised in an inviting gesture. Are you lost, my heir? Argenta goes as still as a statue, then slowly raises her weapon. An apparition, a sorceress apparition, trickery of the warp. Abelard, sister, you will lower your weapon. Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. Let's see. This is impossible. Oh. I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible, Nihilus Tertiarius. For your worldview is that but of an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. Continue. Alright. I'm getting a little bit thirsty, especially with all this reading. I will be right back. Like, I gotta do something. I'm getting a 32 ouncer of water. Oh. Hello, I'm back. I am back. Alright. Theodora, watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. I can lead you out of these flames, Nihilus. Show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you weapons, or a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recess of your mind is pleading, begging. demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance. Do not listen to this abomination. If there is not but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness, should be by neither darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their souls. To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace. The people. Abelard looks back and the coughing, confused people around you. Nihilus, the survivors of the middle decks, we must help the crew. Lead them out. Find a way around. You hear the distant sounds. Frightened voices scream. Muffled, distorted, as if there were a body of water between you and them. Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Idara breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckles and she looks like she is about to fall. What are we waiting for? Now comes the fun part. And if you want, you can actually let me know what you think. Should I just walk through the fire? Dogmatic, walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. Heretical, accept the offer of help. Take my pain away and give me power. Iconoclast, get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. I was thinking of doing Dogmatic because I've seen that and the Iconoclast before. And honestly, I don't plan on going Heretical at all, just because in this universe, that is the fastest way to get murked. And I mean, we are fighting the forces that I'd be subservient to, so why on earth would I do that? But I made this character a general. He leads people. So I think actually Iconoclast is going to be his main. Fire, fire? Okay. Walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path. Dogmatic, plus 15. Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you. You take a step forward, and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you, and Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices of your companions calling you from behind, and the screams of the weak dying in the inescapable blaze. The blinding inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. A rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind. Yeah. Like I said, that's actually one of the cooler ones to do, because you just like, you know what? Screw it. And the reason it's so bad is that's basically, what is that called? There's a special kind of fuel that they use that burns, like, they put it in guns to make, like, handheld flamethrowers, basically. It's really bad when you get burned by it. Rush of blood to your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind, before suddenly retreating, as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads through your veins, and despite the wounds on your body, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes, and you see a glow in the warm light before you, the Aquila. The 2-headed eagle symbol that signifies the Imperium, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. Oh, wait, right here. Okay. I thought it was, like, on a thing over here. In the next moment, you are struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that has plagued your mind since Conrad, I hate his last name, because I have no clue how I'm supposed to pronounce that, wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace.
Master, can you hear me? You're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Dogmatic. Behind Argenta, you see Idara, doubled over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who are following you have withered away in the fire that continues to rage, mere 2 steps away from you. Okay, let's see. The Emperor's protects. Did you see that? The Aquila, it was glowing. We're still alive. Fancy that. Let's do the Emperor protects, Seneschal.
Indeed he does. Huh. If I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
That was crazy. Yeah, right? That is Warhammer, though.
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What, we'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
She kind of sounds like Teodalma, actually. I wonder if they got her voice actor for
Whatever
this.
it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
It's not about the wounds you receive, it's about the wounds you didn't receive.
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed.
See?
It's something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Let's see. Rise and stand tall. No element holds power over the righteous. I like that one. Even if you were anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong and your limbs obey you without fail. And yet, deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit. Be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much further. End dialogue. And now all the voice acting goes away. So much reading. Okay, Ethelthrod von Valencius stares at you without trying to hide his astonishment and trepidation. Nihilist, do my eyes deceive me? I could swear I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake. I hurried here to join forces with you and the others. It is time to push the heretics back. It was the only way. We are here in response to your Vox call. I loathe being late for an engagement. Let's see. I think number 1. What about you? It's like, yeah, it's time to go fight the heretics. Although, that last one is also quite hilarious. Just, no, I hate being late. Alright, I guess I'll go with number 1. Fight! Yes, it is time to face the heretics. Ooh, Lord Warp. Nice. Okay. Okay, indeed it is. Ethelthred makes the sign of the Aquila and gives you another look. This time one of concern, your wounds. Lord Warp. Let's go ahead and... Test succeeded. Ooh, more experience. Ethelthred does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue, the skin at his temples appeared scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp. You're not in the best of shape yourself, Ethelthrad. The Psyker grins back at you. Notice the signs of my blessings, have you? Yes, the warp is taking its toll, but I'm still sane and I'm able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Felicius bloodline to the end, and if the price is the eternal curse of mutation, so be it. Alright. Well, my faith will keep me upright with a weapon in my hand. That's all that matters. Ethelthred holds up his hand in a placating gesture. Pray forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who passed a trial by fire. Yeah. Alright. I've gathered everyone who has answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part ways? It was at this very elevator, Master Ethelthred. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the arch-militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts. This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I'm still receiving fragmentary reports from the bridge. Conrad was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence on his activities I have reminds me of descriptions of sorcerous rituals. If the traitor has resorted to witchcraft, we must stop him at once. Alright. Let's see. I shall go to Theodora's chambers to find her. A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Or we can go a full, Astra Militarum and just start executing people who are scared. Alright. Until next we meet, Nihilus, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle. Ethelthred salutes you with his weapon and turns to his retinue. Alright.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Alrighty. Let's look for some loot first. Because loot. Doesn't look like there's any loot here. Darn. Well, let us go. Open the door.
Let us walk this path
This
to the
ocular
end.
implant was a worthwhile investment.
Okay. Give me the goods first. Alright. Yeah, here it is. Promethium mix. That's their fuel. As they're using Promethium. Ooh, another door to open. What is in here? Ooh, I saw that. Goods. Ooh. Lex Mechanics goggles. Grants +3 logic. And more machine right sets. Cool. Oh, I have a set of gloves. Let's see. Do that, and then this. Huh. Let's do her with these. Because that actually matches with the things in her head anyways.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Yes. Oh, apparently I missed a gun. Collect all, leave location. Captain's quarters. Yeah, so, really fun game. Still way too much reading. Like, if you are not a fan of having to read everything, this is probably not the game for you. It has more reading than both of the Pathfinder games. And like I said, for some reason, some of it is voice acted, some of it isn't. Alright. The Rite of Blood. Find Theodora von Valencius. Hit the bedroom. This will all be mine at some point.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Like, you gotta admit, they have a nice bedroom. And, I mean, look at this bathtub. That is just...
The divine watches over us.
like, some people would kill for a bath like that. Alright. And there's the Arch-Militant and Lady Theodora. Unfortunate. And there's, like, the, tentacles from Nurgle or something like that. Ooh. Dogmatic follower. That's perfect. That actually can go on me. I mean, it's still kind of dorky looking, but it looks better than the beret. Okay, items of conviction. Got it.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Ooh, goods. Let's see. Theodora's Rosary. Plus bonus to Commerce and Lore Imperium. Might have to grab that in a moment. And... over here. Ah, yes. The Rogue Trader's Cape. So let's see. What does this do? Grant 5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. Ooh. But why fellowship is the real question. Alright. Let's see. Murder scene. Looks like something... ah, shoot. Theodora von Valencius' body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The Arch-Militant's corpse is still clutching a weapon. Why did I say is still? Is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
Okay, so this is going to be one of the voice-acted ones.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
She's a good actor. I swear she has to be a professional. And I mean more of a professional, because I've seen people who that line, yeah.
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Voidsphere. Really? You separate it with the T without saying the T. Ugh. I doubt it. Voidsphere wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I love that you can see the void.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Alright. Examine the Arch-Militant's body. Let's see. An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Arch-Militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. Examine Theodora's body. I still like that capes are a thing in this universe. People really need to bring capes back. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinary accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Let's see. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and sealed with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Alright. Let's see. Oh, Lore Imperium test succeeded, and sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodora von Valencius, signed it with the seal of one of the Holy Ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. I do love that these bold letters you can actually, or bold words you can mouse over, and it gives you a little explanation as to the lore. So, like Inquisition, the secret organization tasked with hunting down a myriad of threats to the stability of the Imperium and all mankind. Idara, would you try touching Theodora? You might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
I mean, she's got a point there. I still love that when there's a warp breach, you can literally see the tentacles and stuff coming out of the walls. Inspect the shards by the desk. It's difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent, rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. Idara, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora, and Conrad, and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Alright.
Tainted witchcraft.
We had best be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
I kind of agree. Let's go kill
No,
things.
wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back.
Oh, Idira.
Let her go.
Yeah.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you?
Hey, that's mean.
Oh,
She
no.
has two.
I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Alright. End dialogue.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Yeah. No, see, I would love apartments like this. Like, look at how big this is.
Know your duty.
Also, a Bible that size would be amazing. Alright, let's go kill things, I think.
Beware the ire of the witch.
Alright, so let's see. Who
Take you
am I on?
down.
Ethelthred. You are fine. Or not Ethelthred, Abelard. Let's move you over there. Let's move you back here. And the sister of battle should move right there. Alright. That seems about good. Okay. So let's see. Charge
At your beck and
him.
call. Reduced to dust.
Nice. Okay.
Indeed.
Brace for impact.
And so shall it be done.
Regimental tactics. Let's see. I don't have any way to tell Abelard to duck, so that's gonna hit the most amount of people, it looks like. Let's go.
Let this be a warning to all who oppose us.
And repeat.
I can't allow myself to do this.
Alright. Oh, there's a chance I can hit, Abelard.
Rejoice in service.
Nice. Alright. Move on. Complete enemy status. Alright. Ooh, she can hit. I'll go for the 3, but first...
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, a strike is a prayer.
Nice.
I'll do it.
You gotta love when a plan comes together. And let's see. You can either do... What about this? That will hit both of them. Looks like it might hit Abelard as well, but... Oh, that'll definitely hit Abelard.
Will do.
I've suffered worse.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, he begins to run for some weird reason. Right, he's got a melta built in. I love when they shoot their own men.
Victory is imminent. An exemplary strike.
Alright, let's do Endure. And hit him again.
I will do my duty.
Alright. Move up. Let's kill this guy.
And so shall it be done. Your corrupt way has failed you.
Doom Trader, you performed 500 critical hits with your party members. Cool. Yeah, see, sometimes I luck out and my first attack is actually free with him. Faith without hitting things is worthless. Let's move you up.
What is this foreboding?
Well, I'm moving you out of cover so that you
But
can
of
actually
course.
get this guy.
On it.
And let's actually switch this out with this since we gotta... Never mind.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Oh, nice. Ooh, that's a lot of those las pistols. Not really any good though. I'll keep one so that it goes over here. Grace of the Oblivion. The wearer gains 5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. So, okay. So let's see. Firearm Mastery. The ability makes a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire. Minimum 2, using the weapon's attack that normally costs the least AP. These attacks do not spend AP. Until the end of the soldier's turn, their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a critical hit. Ooh. Let's see. Rapid reload. I don't really need that. Exploit surroundings. Combat Medicae. Stores additional wounds equal to Medicae plus 10. What is my Medicae? Cowderoos. Thor. What is my medicine? Do I not have medicine? Oh, there it is. 35. Wait, did that just say that I would heal Medicaid? Divide it by 10. So I would heal 3.5 wounds extra. Using medkits costs 1 AP less. That's not too bad. Point blank. Armor penetration. Trace trajectory. Okay, so for more people around me, I get better damage. Rack and run. After the soldiers deal damage to 3 enemies, the soldier gains more damage. That would be more useful if it wasn't how quick these battles go a lot of the times. Let's see. Exploit surroundings. Cover efficiency is increased by 10 for full cover and by 20 for half. That's not too bad. I almost want to do the combat Medicaid, though. Because that sounds useful and predictable. Critical hit chance. This bonus is doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment of attack. Ooh. That's also really good. Jeez, there's quite a few that are really good. What's Tenderize? Enemies damaged by the soldier's area attack suffer 1 plus base attack bonus divided by 2 damage from the next attack that hits them. That's also really good. Honestly, he's not really my thing. Let's do unpredictable, I think. See, that's one of the only problems with the level up is you gotta make decisions based on certain stuff. Enrage. Where it has 50% wounds, they gain plus 5 toughness, plus agility bonus to critical hit chance. Contempt. Whenever the enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack against the enemy that deals an additional against that enemy. Oh, okay, so more damage the more people attack him. That's pretty good. Let's see. Choose. Fresh target. Instant exposure. Exposed weakness costs 0 AP. That's not too bad. Tide of Excellence. Triggers an exploit on an enemy. The operative gains plus 1 damage and plus 2% armor penetration till the end of combat. And it stacks. That's nice. And you... let's see. Maybe exploit surroundings. Give her better cover. Until the end of combat. Their critical damage is increased by 1%. Again, the big issue is not a lot of people. After the soldier gains more damage for their next attack in the current combat. Let's do that one. Again, I don't keep my people grouped up very much because, well, 1, that's not how the cover system works. 2, if they're grouped up, it makes them more vulnerable to grenades and stuff, which is a thing in this game. Alright. Ooh, goods. What's this? More promethium. Low capacity fuel tank. And reinforced thermoplast. What's this? Ah, okay. And before I do anything else, I should take a look at armors and stuff like that. So let's see. This is better. So let's see. 3 through 5. This is actually better. 5 through 6. Not bad. I can also give him this. Because, yeah, I think everybody else has pistols. Huh. I just realized, she's the only one on the ship I've seen with an auto pistol. Interesting. Lore warp.
Accomplished.
The horrific vision is a product of the warp energies that permeate the bridge. What horrific vision? Oh well.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Yeah, you gotta love how our character lets him just continue on. Like, we should have shot him right there. Nihilus. Oh wait, Etherthread looks somewhat harrowed, but is still in one piece. He glances at you, then over your shoulder, clearly alarmed. You are here, but where is the Lord Captain? Let's see. Theodora von Valentius is dead. I found her and the Arch-Militant in her study. The Lord Captain will not be joining us. Yeah, I found her in her study. Aetherthrod eyes widen. God, Emperor, preserve us. The rogue trader is dead. The ship has lost her captain, and the house its head. Ethelthrad shudders and grabs his shoulder. As you watch the sleeve of his jacket burst open, and two bone growths pierce through the fabric. No matter what ritual Conrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp ringing in the air. This is the end. We will all perish in the warp, along with the warrant and all the dynasty heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed. I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating. Let's see. I forbid you the very thought of yielding. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat. Let's see. Perhaps the warp does not have to be the end. The ship can still be steered out of the warp, but we must first restore communication between the bridge and the navigator's sanctum. Ethelthrod stares at you, and his eyes harden with cold resolve once more. Then we have no right to bow our heads. Meanwhile... He was so nice to let us have our conversation. Okay, you can see Conrad Voigtver clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with the dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them. That's the... We are out of time. Ethelthrad bites his knuckles, desperately thinking. See a wave ripple across the whites of Ethelthrad's eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow. Let's see. I think number one for this one. Draw your weapon. Voigtver, you duplicitous cur. The rogue trader's death will be avenged. What? Theodora is dead? Voigtver stares at you in seemingly genuine bewilderment. No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't... Ethelthrad lowers his head, then he sighs and locks eyes with you, his gaze cold, haughty, and fanatical. The ritual will not be completed. I will take care of it, and you see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm, and farewell. Ethelthrad, don't... And...
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
I love that they said that he had a blade with no handle, but in the cutscene, he's holding a combat knife. Well, that complicates things.
The whispers are getting louder.
Crush them!
You don't say. Complete. Okay, if I go... Let's see. I think I need to be about right here. You should go up to about here so you can run in. You... I actually want you over here so that she can target this guy. And you... There's no good... Guess back here to target him. Okay, start the battle. Alright. Now they're talking about enemy status again, I don't really care. Ooh. Oh, you just made a mistake, my friend.
I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Okay, move up. Because...
I will
Oh,
not be deterred. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us. Another step towards our ultimate victory. The Emperor, your corrupt way has failed you. And so...
oh, that is nice. Okay, let's see. Can't shoot him. I'll shoot you.
Rejoice, you have been judged and found wanting.
Ooh. And revel in slaughter. Let's see. I could just do this. This will get multiple hits sometimes. Or I can hit him with this. Same amount of damage according to this, so... actually, I want to pump you full of
And
lead.
so shall let my fury rain down upon thee.
And that's my turn. Can you give this guy what for?
Eradicated.
Oh, that was beautiful.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Ooh.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it.
You missed. Luckily, you get multiple shots.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
You missed again. She keeps missing. There you go.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, let's move you up here, because you might be a little bit
Rejoice
far
in
away.
battle. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, sweet. I made him kill that other guy. Unfortunately, that means he gets 3 attacks. Ow. Okay, Idara.
I know what is to come.
Alright, so...
Will
Put a
do.
dodge on me.
What's-
Open up some explodes
was
on
that
this
you?
guy.
Or
And then she basically... oh, she's down to 1. Darn. Okay. She can't do much.
Stop it!
Really? You just had to spit.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our
Dang
devotion.
it. Okay.
A tactically sound approach.
Yeah. You're getting this.
At your back and forth.
Oh, I should have used this. Warrior immediately restores all AP. Alright.
Indeed.
Yeah, apparently that
Will
extra
rule
dodge
the stars
chance
themselves.
didn't help.
At your beck and call.
Nice.
Victory is imminent. It
I
will
wish
be
there
done.
was a better way to actually target this guy. Like, these demons are so big. Alright. Well, that's his turn. Right.
I'll do it.
You missed. Alright.
will do.
Nice.
On it.
Okay.
Can I fall back now?
I can still. My soul remains unbroken.
Damn it.
Time to redouble our efforts.
At least my main character's death is not,
At your
like,
beck and call.
grounds for them to completely end the game. I mean, it could be, technically, but...
Doubt is for the weak. As
Nice.
the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Constantly missing your shots is worthless. I
Anything
completely agree. Alright, he's almost down.
But of course. Will do.
that hurt.
I've suffered worse.
Yeah, we all
I
have.
will do my duty.
Alright. Oh, we leveled up again. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, ballistic skill. What's causing this? Plus 20. Oh, minus 20. So these actually have... Apparently I have broken ribs. I mean, I could imagine after getting hit like that. Let's see. Agility. What does agility do? Agility measures the character's quickness, reflexes, and poise. High agility allows characters to manipulate delicate explosives with finesse or to keep their footing when crossing treacherous terrain. It improves the character's initiative, dodge chance, and reaction if character uses a melee weapon. Their dodge reduction is equal to half of the agility. Or I could get better at shooting. I'll get better at shooting for right now. Okay. Rack and run. The soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies. You get 10 plus 2 times ballistic skill, so 90, so 100% more damage for their next attack. Okay. Yeah, the nice thing is if you don't get it one time, you can normally get it again. So. Alright. Click to preview. Choose a talent. Epicenter of Slaughter. Yes. Whenever the warrior is attacked, they gain 1 stack of Epicenter of Slaughter. Basically, it can total out to about 5 extra hit points for him. Weapon skill, I guess? Yes. Alright. So, you are going to be getting... I think for her it's supposed to be Perception? Yeah. So, chain weapon expert, combat, and nimble. Grants plus 10 bonus to dodge. Yeah. Then again, 15 bonus to parry. That's actually better. And you. I think you're getting ballistic skill, because I would like you to actually start hitting things. Let's go with exploit surrounding. Give her better defense. There we go. Alright. Did none of the dead cultists leave me anything? Those bastards. Goods. Ah, nice. Okay, blade shard. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, gloves of endurance. Whenever the wearer of these gloves gets an injury or falls unconscious, their allies gain plus 1 bonus to damage. That's kind of nice. Iconoclast follower. Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge by 20% until the end of combat. Max 60. So that's actually pretty nice. Let's equip that stuff. I'll swap out the gloves. That way, if I go down, it helps out with that. He's getting this cape, because this is actually really good for him.
Not.
Or, sorry, that was the gloves. Alright. I'll leave the, operator's glove for my tech priest, I think. Alright. Now we go this way, because that other way is blocked.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Huh. Bridge Technomat. Cool.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
That's what we want. Alright. Ravor, Master Helmsman, system status. Report. Okay. Master Helmsman Ravor. By the Emperor, it's the Senator, living and breathing. The white-haired man with a sickly pale skin salutes you. Well, There's a tricky question. The whole place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we're scrubbing it off, or will be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long. How did you people survive in here? Master Helmsman Ravor, the man glasses around the bridge, must have been Providence. It had better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barge in here, the ones with Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators, which is the computer terminals. Then I prayed for our rescue. We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cups the crying officer without even looking. Just right up the backside of the head. Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew, prepare for translation into real space. Abelard pauses for a few seconds before turning to you. Nihilus, you may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valencias. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you more than anyone else deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence. He directs your attention upwards to the throne that sits in the apex of the tall staircase. Whew. What must I do? Master Helmsman Ravar, take the Lord's Captain's seat. Order the final preparations, wait for the officers to revert, blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Master Nihilus. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is some solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk. I am ready to begin the ritual. I love that their captain's chair is literally a throne. And they have a literal ship's wheel for a starship. Now, see, this would be a good place to have some reading. Because look at this wall of text. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing. While still remaining the same, it has taken the guise of Theodora. But the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. The voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and the voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? The vision lowers its head, its harrowing gaze boring into you. For but a moment, something changes in Theodora's expression. It almost looks like a shadow of fear. It matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales. Your hopes and faith are my mockery. Let's see. I've already resisted the temptation of the warp once. Whatever you are, you will not cloud my mind with a new illusion. You are to blame for Theodora's death. Begone, phantom! What do you want with me? Nah, I think I've already resisted. Theodora hisses almost painfully as if wounded by your words. Words. Resisting the inevitable means only that realization and submission will bring greater torment. There is no power that can hinder the flow of fate. Conrad Voigtfer. Your head begins to spin and vicious drops slither down your cheeks. You blink and you are no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor, Voigtfer. Just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition, the same terrifying voice seized from his lips. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you on the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World. I see you by my side on that day, the day of my resurrection. The image is scattered by invisible sorcerer's winds, and you see Adara. Her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies, which is a follower of the Archdemon Zeech, I believe is his name. Or the Daemon Prince Zeech. The Weaver of Destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. Man, they love their big words. The thread that will help you find the keys of salvation. Keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me. A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope, without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see the twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Whew. The helm's... Ravor turns and looks up at you. He hesitates for a few moments, then addresses Abelard, who is standing next to you. Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means... Abelard nods silently. The navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valencia flagship. We will honor his memory along with all who died this day. Continue. Ravor does not look away. He's giving you a hard stare, his white brows furrowed. Seneschal, will you tell us now, who is that? Where is the Lord Captain?
As first officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
And see, that what makes it so frustrating. Why is he suddenly now talking when there was those huge walls of text? Like, did the voice actors look at that and go, I'm not doing that, or something? Continue.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
I'm going to say nothing because, no, Abelard, stop, I refuse. I don't want to be the captain. I want to be the captain.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim... have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
Whew. Continue.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
End the dialogue. Whew. I mean, the cutscenes aren't too bad.
The Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members.
I love that they have the flying skulls that just do nothing else but harass
Yet
people.
hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
Yep. Oh, would you like to see what the ship looks like? Because after this talking, I'll be able to to bring it up. Ah, now it's the officers' meeting. Let me put it this way. Not only is there the seneschal, but I believe there's 4 or 5 officers that you get to talk to. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I do love that. And of course, it's not voice acted, so I get to do the reading. Can I hit I? Can I bring up? No. Dang it. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. Continue. You had us worried for a few hours there, Abelard offers a thin smile, but after witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on deck, the only thing that surprised me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting was all over. Such fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. You must now hold your first officer's briefing. I don't want to do that. Okay. In your new role as Lord Captain, for many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. Yeah, so because of how big the ship is, which I think the one I picked has like 25,000 people on it or something like that, they literally have like an undercity to the crews and stuff. Alright. Let's see. How did we come to lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given their information on board was... or their informant on board... was our own Master of Whispers. Alright. I love that this is an option, just... Wait, Abelard, there is an altogether more pressing problem. I don't want to be the rogue trader. Like, that is hilarious that you can be that person. Alright. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from their important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Alright. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voiver? Nor Lord Captain, in all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all he has wrought. I am ready to start the meeting. With a gesture, Abelard relays the orders to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. Okay. A dozen pair of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing the restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Nihilus Tertiarius von Valencius, that title is so long, will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. I can just kind of yawn and wave them off, but perhaps you should introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Victus Suri, Atta of the Tolleman line, is your new Voxmaster. Alright. Voxmaster Victus. It is an honor to serve your lordship. The Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravar, the master helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, long dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seemed hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This ship's as good as a home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum generous Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bow. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. I told you, I have to meet 5 different people, and it's not voice acted. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew worked to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnissiah. That's this guy here. The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance, I mean he makes many orphans, betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance involving the complicated manipulation of all the tech priest mechadendrites. Oh wait. A tentacle-like robotic limb prosthetic surgically attached to the spine. Doc Ock? Is that everyone? Victus. Unfortunately, our Core Master, the esteemed Zachary Weiss, head of the Astropath section, powerful sanctioned cycler who can send and receive messages through space using their telepathic abilities, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Weiss has been in trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Valencius Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad's treachery. I will deliver a report to your lordship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it is possible to do so. Okay. Now I can ask them different things. Okay. All others present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make records of proceedings. Alright. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Yes, Lord Captain. The tall young man bows his head in deference. So, this guy here. He's my firefighter. I can report that all fires across the decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after his previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice pitched for your ears only, the lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. I get the joke. Alright. High Factotum, what do you have to report? Ay. We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given to the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource I cannot replace single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. Gotcha! This little one, she's causing problems. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykard Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system, in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Which is why I have to act like Captain Picard and Captain Kirk and go on away missions and fight people. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually instills as governors on his planet. Drive Master, I will hear your report, or I will hear from you now. Zira Talar, a voice distorted by a Vox retranslator, emerges from under the text priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah. But its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, Overseer, and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols, will you not do that? I love you too, equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I see. Thank you. Alright. The tech priest bows her head. Yeah, that's a woman. Master Helsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engine Seer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what will happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Continue. Yeah, that shaking is her rubbing her face on my computer screen. Your Lordship, if you would allow me to interject, that when we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck. Hi. True blessing from the God Emperor. Ravor. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go around and round this system till our heads are swimming, as long as the Promethium, broad term for combustible fuel in the Imperium of Man, and supplies last, and if any thick-ass Grox shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? Let's see. The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone, we got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. Yeah, they decided to add a little mental breakdown here, and it's like, okay. So what, comes the officer's hostile and bitterish reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside, and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins, every second officer's dead, and now we got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to Void knows where. Silence! The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelard's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer! Yep. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then that's not bad at all, your lordship. I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides, find a replacement, that is. For we already have one lined up. So now, I can release him. Because, you know, we don't want to kill him. He's just breaking down because of the attack. I can execute him. Which, I mean... Oh, I'm Astra Militarum. Yeah, I'm probably going to dogmatic. Which do you think? Execute him or let him go? Because I could go full commissar on him, because technically I am higher than a commissar. Or I could choose to release him. Or I could simply say, well, we're not executing him and we're not taking his pose. But other than that, you can do what you want with him. Execute. Okay. Consider it done. Take him away. Dogmatic +2. Continue. Jeez. Kill the flacker. Yep. Alright. The brittle laughter of the Master of Ordnance reverberates around the bridge as he is led to his fate. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new Engineer Prime and Navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this is not that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at footfall. Massive void port at the edge of the Coronis Expanse, a notorious hotbed of vice, trade, and rogue trader intrigue. Footfall Station. Home to the only dockyard in the sector, but we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. Okay. Thank you all for your reports. Dismissed. Alright. The assembled officers salute you as one. Okay. And still more reading. Your lordship, there's one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates. Your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret mission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, and chief architect of his will in the Coronis Expanse. Yeah, hi. Okay, I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. You're referring to the contents of that note, I presume. Yes, quite right. XC. Xavier Calcazar. At least that's an easy name. Quit rubbing on the speaker, or on the microphone. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Henrix van Kalux, an interrogator. You understand, all I know is that he is somewhere in this system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Verbundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Rykad, Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but this is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valencius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and he seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. And then we get interrupted, and it's still not voice acted. Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Sister of Battle grimly nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment, or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Coco, you come here, you. Behave. Okay. Idira's glazed eyes roll over the assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. Okay. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it! Idira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship. Here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way. And I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. And it's ringing, and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mr. Talas? Lass? No, not yet anyways. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The psyker's bitten lips stretched into a wry smile. There is nothing else of value to report. I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. And now I can actually do stuff. So I can show you what the ship looks like finally. Where are you? Information. Right here. So this is my ship. Can you stop? I used my normal, what I normally name my largest ships. I name it Terraptra, which is Mandalorian for Pitiless Starfield. So yeah, but I love this ship design. The eagle on the front. That she just went behind my computer. I love you too. Yeah, but you can see the artillery on it and all that, and like the big guns, like here and here. Ah, this ship is just so cool. And it's bigger than the one that you get at base game. Oh, Coco, you're stepping on stuff. And knocking stuff over. Will you behave? Hey, you okay? Go on. But yeah, you can see all the stuff you can improve and all that. Like, it's really cool. And like, because you have scrap, you can just upgrade your hull to give it more health. And then like, you can upgrade the RAM, which I don't know if you can actually ram stuff. I actually haven't gotten into combat yet. And then the ship levels up, which is always a good idea in a game like this. And then I get to choose different things. Supreme Commander. Master Cannoneer. I think she does best as Cannoneer. Let's see. Shield Master. You want to wait till you get your Tech Priest for that. Maneuvers. Warp Channeler. And Master of Etherics. Ship's Maneuvers. So that will be him. Warp Channeler. This post performs various warp abilities. I believe this ability right here literally turns your ship around like, what is it? 180 or something like that. There we go. 90 degrees. Hey. If the enemy ship has suffered hull damage, this deals an additional damage to the enemy ship. And then we get another Psyker that's Master of Etherics. And she can literally just... What's this? Flagship's next shots gain an extra 2 range. Ooh. I'll take that one instead, actually. And let the Warp Channeler be the navigator. But yeah, no, I love the ship. I love that there's literally a cathedral on top that I command from. Like, how cool is that? Okay, and then... Okay, so there's the Voxmaster. And this is how you maneuver around the Coronis Expanse. She's over in the doorway, rolling back and forth. So yeah, these symbols mean that there is missions here. This is an unidentified ship. And just lots of cool stuff like that. Now we probably, like, I always go here first, because you can get your navigator, and she's like... So, you give the navigator a sniper rifle in this game, and... she does not miss. Like, she is absolutely a great shot. So what's this? Void ship management. Okay, so that's for that. But before I do that, I actually have extra stuff to grab because I got the, like, digital deluxe version of the game or something like that. Which is why I have a different ship than you would have, or than average for it. Whew. Yeah, I have to go back to my chamber and, grab stuff. Which is just right over here. So that guy was just sending people to their death. It also lets me look at the stuff that I didn't get to look at while I was here before. So, like, positions of the pieces on the board suggest that this game of Regicide was interrupted. The winner was never determined. I love that their version of chess is literally called Regicide. The glinting of this displayed weapons is mesmerizing. You have never seen many of these articles before, which is always fun to learn. Fine sculpture made from strange metal seems to absorb any rays of light that fall upon it. And then up here, so there's these goods. Yes. Collect all. Where's... Oh. Alright, so I now have this. So according to this description, if I'm wearing this cloak, I get +5 to all characteristics, which is great. It also doesn't look half bad. Now, the other one gains 1 additional resolve whenever you kill a enemy. So, resolve is how efficiently and for how long, or for long characters can fight. Influences how efficiently and for how... Okay, see, that's the other thing that makes reading in this game so hard. It determines momentum and the beginning of each turn after killing an enemy. Nice. Drukari equipment. Adeptus Astartes equipment. Ooh, that's the Space Marines and Eldari equipment. Huh. But yeah, that's a little bit better than what I currently had, because none of these actually raise your defense. So that I actually might give to her. Oh wait, better to do that. Alright, gains +5 fellowship. Let's go ahead and just give that to you. For now. Let's see, that's that. Nice sword. I'll go ahead and give her a sword. Yay. She has a skull on her belt. Ah, yes, my, And now we get some really good stuff. No, bring that over here. Thank you. Yeah. So this is a shotgun. Just flat out, that's a shotgun. I know it's not quite... Like, I'm not quite proficient with that fully, but it's a lot better to have something like that with you. Okay, how about the gun? 6 through 8, 4 through 6. Heirloom auto pistol. So that'll stay there. And yes, I know the helmet looks a little bit dorky, but you can fix that with this. Turn that off. And I think I look good. Oh, and then, of course, there's new stuff to look at. The bookshelves are packed with ancient books, piles of papers, and tomes, many of which look rather worn. The light glinting off the polished skull of some unknown Xenos make it seem like the bone face is mocking you. That's an orc. And then the vault, which don't really need. Okay. And then Lord Captain's personal cogitator, Von Valencia's ancestry records. It's the people who help make the game a thing. Which I think is actually kind of neat that they added that. But yeah. Okay. Now we should go and head off. I think what I'll do is I'll get us to the next station and then I'll call it good, because it's already past the 2-hour mark. Oh, man. So, Coronis Expanse map. So, yeah. Oh. Okay. Huh. Looks like Heather called or texted me. Okay. Continue. Order our auger. Oh, wait. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's dock. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobilite house requires aid and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmissions. Order the auger crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remains silent for a while, but then you hear static and Victus's measured voice. The officers from the auger crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. Alright. Let's see. Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Oh wait, we were unable to ascertain that the reactor core of some of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigator's heralds ignoring us? Let's see. Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigator's blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Alright. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and exit that, and then, like I said, that will be all for tonight. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll play this game again at some point, probably, well, technically I could play it in the morning, but yeah, since I'm expecting my wife home soon, I'll go ahead and leave it here. So, yeah, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you all later.